because of Kevin Rose. But yeah,
Wait,
so
okay,
that's
are we gonna talk
interesting.
about the whole Ryan Carson thing too at all, or not? Is that not one of the
We
topics?
can if you want to. I mean, we can talk
That's like
about
a
it
quick
now
one.
before we get into the news. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Go
I
for
mean,
it.
Ryan Carson just fucking he's outie. He fucking left. He's done with the Daily Dose. Clemente left the Daily Dose. Clemente, he's now working with the Nifty Portal. Somehow in some way in their brand, I think behind the scenes a little bit. And dude, Daily Dose has moved on to Zeneca. Zeneca's gonna be running
Yeah,
that show now, and Ryan Carson's just gone. Like that project literally crumbled. Like it literally crumbled. And I actually made a note of that in the Momoguru video because I said, hey, by the way, I know I'm really like excited about this project, but just remember, just because there's a fuck ton of advisors, half the advisors like are co-founders at like Disney and all these big companies, same thing happened with Moonbirds. Moonbirds advisors list was pretty stacked and that project fell apart. And I made like a 30-second note in the video and I was like, just be aware that just because this team is stacked and everything looks good does not mean that this Web3 initiative is going to pan out. It's all about execution. And that's something we
yeah.
can't.
So it's so interesting because Ryan was quite big in Moonbirds. He was quite big in the space before that. Went
Yeah.
into Moonbirds and then decided that he wanted to do his own thing. Left Moonbirds. There was quite a bit of controversy around that. People felt like he sort of left abruptly. His side of it was that he wanted to, didn't want to draw it out. His heart wasn't in it, and he wanted to, he was going to leave. Let's leave. But that they always held a special place. Then he was raising a good amount of money and really out in the space. And one of his projects that he was raising money for, guys had committed to some amount of money, and he publicly mentioned them, before everything had been signed, sealed, delivered. Um, I don't, for me, okay, maybe a mistake, but is it the end of the world? No. I mean, I think what Zagabond did with the Zuki who's flying is a lot worse than
I agree.
someone who says to you, look, I'm going to invest, and you tweet prematurely, a premature tweet. Is that the end of the world? I don't know. Got a bit of FUD for doing that and then just decided, screw this. Look, I'd rather leave now rather than later. I think you need a very strong backbone to be a founder in the space. People are, the communities are just ready to kill someone. Everyone's on high, ready. Emotions are high all the time. So yeah, if you don't have a strong backbone, then you shouldn't be a founder in the space. That's the truth. So if the small amount of FUD leads you to up and leave, and then I mean you wouldn't have handled it anyway. Let's get out now rather than later. What's interesting to me is from my understanding, and I haven't looked into it hugely, but I think Ryan had quite a substantial amount of success in the Web2 space.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
so to
so.
see really well-established businessmen, and look, business is also cutthroat, and you got to have a strong backbone to be a business too. So for me, it's usually British that you've got a good businessman, and they usually have the grit. They're used to working hard and fighting through the noise. So yeah, very weird. Maybe he was looking for an out anyway, and this was the opportunity. I don't know. That's strange. Definitely strange.
You do see why you're here. Like y'all can't y'all can't say like me and Philip don't like NFTs because like we would have just stopped the show a long time ago if we were not like just upset. Like I fucking like I was saying earlier, like I was fucking going through a lot of shit 20 minutes before the stream started, and I was like, damn, I need to pull myself together because like I love talking about NFTs. Like if someone's like, yo, let's do a show about NFTs, I'm like, bro, I'm down. Like I'm there. I like talking about all this stuff. It's all futuristic dream world stuff that hasn't existed yet. It's all stuff that is like not set in stone, and I like that stuff. And so like I'm here because of that. Like if I was serious for the money, man, I would have left a long, long time ago. And as did 90% of the traders. And you see why
For
people are
sure.
here. If they're here to build because they really believe in this shit, they would have stayed. They would have stayed. Period. Period.
And you saw 90% of the content creators are gone. Yeah,
They
the
are.
guys that I used to watch before I got into it. I mean, I must have got in the worst time. I got in December, not last year, the year before, so December 2021,
Okay.
right? So we were in a bull market. January was incredible, and in February everything went to shit, and it's been shit ever since February. So it's been shit for it's a year now, right? And here we are. We're doing the stream, and as you said, I mean, I like the space. I like my little community, but I mean, like we had OGs in the community, guys who were the first 50 to come into my Discord, and it's a free Discord, and anyone's welcome, and there's no token gating. And about I think my timelines could be wrong, but I think about 4 months ago. I did a 1 week thing where I announced every single day. And I said, oh, geez, if you want to keep your role, you need to react to this message. That's it. Just react. And I did it every day, pinged. And I think out of the 50, like maybe 17 were actually still there 4 months ago, because it was everyone else is gone. Everyone, you can't blame them. I mean,
That's actually pretty
people
good.
were,